Hello friends! In this video you'll see how the actors of the TV series The Golden Girls 1985-1992 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then and what's with them now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Rose Nyland was Dorothy's neighbor. She has tenacity, tries not to give up in the face of adversity, and is adept at solving difficult problems. She is straightforward and had a mischievous nature. Played by Betty White, who passed away in 2021 from a stroke. Sophia Petrillo is related to Dorothy, with whom she lives together. She loves to play pranks on others and make caustic remarks, but is always maintains of her loved ones. Played by Estelle Getty, who passed away in 2008 from dementia with Lewy bodies. Blanche Devereaux lives in the same house as Dorothy. She has a playful nature, often flirts with men and likes to express her sexuality. Takes her health and contraception seriously. Played by Rue McClanahan, who died of a brain hemorrhage in 2010. Stan Zbornak was married to Dorothy for a long time, to whom he often came for support. He can be obsessive, not infrequently lies, and can be flattering at times. He is not known for his fidelity. Played by Herb Edelman, who died of lung emphysema in '96. Miles Weber dated Rose, knows how to be attentive to women, and he is not afraid of differences in the level of education. In life-threatening situations, he is ready to be away from his family. Played by Harold Gould, who died in 2010 of prostate cancer. Salvatore Petrillo was married to Sophia and was the father of her children. He is quite good-natured, often likes to argue and make jokes, but at the same time he was a good father and husband. Played by Sid Melton, who died of pneumonia in 2011. Angelo is one of Sophia's brothers who for some time belonged to the clergy. He has classical ideas about marriage and doesn't welcome divorces too much. Angelo has no business acumen, which is why he doesn't succeed in his own projects. Played by Bill Dana. Young Dorothy Zbornak, Lenny Green, is one of Salvador Petrillo's 3 children. She has a penchant for wit, loves to read books, and is capable of showing a sense of duty. Dorothy can be quite sensible and is more concerned with the simple tasks of life. Angela is blood related to Sophia. She can be a bit of a weirdo and cannot infrequently take other people's things for her own personal use without asking, and considers it perfectly normal. Played by Nancy Walker, who died of lung cancer in 1992. Lillian is Sophia's friend. As she grew older, she developed many problems that forced her to stay in a nursing home, was somewhat resigned to her fate and tolerated mistreatment by the staff. Played by Ellen Albertini Doe, who died in 2015 of pneumonia. Herb practices law and has provided his services to Sophia, among others. He's not narcissistic, quite flexible with his clients, and can even visit them at home. Knows many legal nuances. Played by Stanley Camille, who died of a heart attack in 2008. George Corliss is married to Renee, with whom he lives near Blanche Devereaux. He sincerely loves his wife, despite all the disagreements that they have, and in general doesn't differ in conflict. The role is performed by Paul Dooley. Clayton Hollingsworth, Monty Markham, is one of the Blanche brothers. For a long period he tried to go against his nature, but with the acceptance of his homosexuality and recognition in his clothes, he was able to find mental balance. Had a relationship with Doug. Don was well acquainted with Dorothy Zbornak, together with whom he staged a mini-scene for her girlfriends. He's very enterprising, quite cheerful, and always tries to cheer others up, even dressing up in women's clothes. The role is performed by Terry Kaiser. Gary Tucker enriches himself mostly by using dishonest methods and often cheats women. He will not give up his gains. He wants to gain the trust of other people to take advantage of it at the right moments. Always pursues selfish ends, played by Jerry Hardin. Lou does some repair work, but his main specialty is plumbing, and that is why Dorothy and her girlfriends hired him. He doesn't appreciate equality with women too much, which he doesn't infrequently speak out about. The role is performed by Alan Blumenfeld. Katara has a narrow specialization and is excellent at organizing celebrations, particularly weddings. Has a rather cheerful nature and can be persistent. Likes to watch movies and can even retell quotes from them verbatim. The role is performed by Ray Birk. Detective Parrots investigates cases of various kinds, including trying to find the perpetrator of the Shady Pines nursing home fire. He interviews potential suspects and likes to ask trick questions. Possesses insight. The role is performed by Richard Reel. Dr. Chang is quite familiar with Dr. Harry, and one of his patients was Dorothy Zbornak. He's an expert in his field and tries to keep up with all changes in the medical field. He's able to be considerate and tolerant of patients. He was played by Keon Young. Dr. Halperin runs a psychiatric practice, and one of his clients was Stan. He helps couples mend their relationship, but doesn't like it when clients lie to him outright. Able to be persistent, played by Steve Landesberg, who died of colon cancer in 2010. Lillian loves going to dances where she met Rose and Miles. She's a rather reserved woman who loves precision and strives for her own comfort. Lillian gets annoyed when her presence is forgotten and strives to draw attention to herself. Louis Beth Grant was one of the organizers of the Southern ceremony, which was attended by Rose. She doesn't like it when things don't go according to plan, always tries to clarify points of contention and can exclude undesirable participants if necessary. The produced clerk is incredibly friendly and takes care to make a pleasant impression on every person he meets. He pays a lot of attention to his appearance and is also able to share joy with others. He's happy to make tactile contact, played by Dom Herrera. Carol Weston is one of Harry's daughters with whom lives next door to Blanche Devereaux. She is quite a versatile person, has organizational skills and doesn't lead a reclusive lifestyle, and also seeks to establish a personal life, played by Dinah Manoff. Barbara Weston, Christy McNichol, is Harry's daughter and is also related to Carol. She works in the police department and by nature is an observant person who tries to stop even the slightest offenses, which is why she often has skirmishes with her neighbors. The salesman, Christian Clemenson, served Dorothy Zbornak and her close friends. He has a reserved nature, is not used to being rude, and responds quite promptly to customer inquiries. He usually talks about interesting offers and hands out relevant brochures. Dr. Riddle, Robert Picardo, works with Dr. Ashton and was going to operate on Dorothy. He's friendly, rather talkative, and not used to hiding real information from the patient. Able to commit a medical error, but not ready to bear responsibility for it. Mario Lopez, has trouble staying in America, but took a chance and started to study with Dorothy Zbornak. He has a good memory, is a quick learner, has a strong zeal for learning and appreciates people who treat him well. His literary skills are not bad. Barbara Thorndike, Bonnie Bartlett, has maintained friendships with Dorothy Zbornak and is a writer. She can often act arrogant, prefers to be indifferent, and doesn't care much about the feelings of others. Doesn't pay too much attention to discrimination. Jill Kessler was Anna Maria Bonaducci before the sex change. The new personality helped him become more self-confident, moderately ambitious, and purposeful, which in turn allowed him to become a candidate for a position in the municipality. Dorothy Zbornak is a relative of Sofia. She is a fairly educated woman who knows English well and can also explain it well. At times she can be self-confident and able to show seriousness, played by Bea Arthur, who died of lung cancer in 2009. Mary, Julie McCullough, is well acquainted with the Golden Girls and was Dorothy Zbornak's goddaughter. She attracts guys who are older, but her ignorance of contraception led to an early pregnancy that scared her, but she didn't want to get rid of the baby. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.